Hello everybody. Today I want to talk to you about a famous composer. A composer is somebody who writes lots and lots of music. This person was famous for writing lots and lots of brilliant music. His name was Camille Saint-Saëns and he came from France. Now I'm going to put a little map up here. It's going to show us and it's going to show some other countries as well. I wonder if you can find us and France before I highlight them. I'm going to turn us green and I'm going to make France yellow. Can you spot where we are? There you go. You can see us in the green and France in the yellow. Now Camille Saint-Saëns was writing this music about 150 years ago. This was the Romantic period of music. Music has a timeline. 150 years ago, it was the Romantic period. So what I'd like to do is, I'd like to talk to you a little bit and teach you how to listen to some of this classical music. Because some people think classical music's a little bit boring. That's because they're not listening to it correctly. I want to show you how to focus in on some of the things you can listen to and really enjoy the sounds that you hear. Now, this first piece of music tells a little bit of a story, but I'd like to set the scene first of all. I'd like you to imagine that you're in a big jungle or a forest. And the first thing I'd like you to listen out for is a piano. And the piano is going to play some high tinkly sounds. It's meant to sound a little bit like insects and birds flying around in the trees, like this. And then we're going to hear some string instruments, and they're going to be playing some low, deep sounds. They're going to represent the other animals that are crawling along the ground, much bigger animals than the little ones that we heard flying around in the trees. If you have a listen carefully when these two sounds mix, you'll notice that the animals start to get a little bit scared. Something freaks them out, and then they all run away. You hear that? So let's have a listen to the music from the beginning, as far as there, see if you can spot all of those things that I've just told you about. Now, after they all run away, and I hope you heard them run away at the end of that little bit there, we get a little thing called a fanfare. Now, in music, we use a fanfare when somebody really, really important arrives. So let's have a listen to the fanfare. Who could be really important in a jungle? And if you know which animal we call the king of the jungle, we tend to think of the lion as the king of the jungle, and that's who the fanfare was for. That's also why the other animals got scared and all ran away. The lion doesn't like the other animals. Now, the lion has his own little theme in the music. So every time you hear this part of the music, you've got to imagine the lion trotting around. Every now and again, though, you're going to hear the lion get a little bit cross. He's going to roar, and when he roars, it's going to sound like this. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to play the music all the way through for you. I'd like you to listen very carefully. And can you count how many times you think you hear the lion roar? Have a listen. you counted? How many did you get? I counted 6. Maybe you counted the same. If not, go back to the start of the music again. Have a listen again. See if you can find the ones that you missed. But I hope you've enjoyed listening to the music that way, and I hope you were able to hear the story in the music while the music played. I'm going to go now. But next time I'm back, we will have a listen to more of Camille Saint-Saëns's music. I wonder if you'll be able to remember that he came from France. I wonder if you'll be able to remember that he was writing 150 years ago in the Romantic period. I wonder if you'll be able to remember that funny little thing called a fanfare that we play when somebody really, really important arrives. See what you can remember next time. Thank you for listening.